The father of a truck driver who died in remote WA says companies should be forced to provide employees with emergency positioning beacons on isolated journeys. His plea comes after another truck driver died while walking for help in the bush.
4 years ago this week, Matt Bradanovich's son Anthony died in the bush after leaving his bogged truck to get help. He probably would have survived if he'd had one of these, an emergency positioning beacon. Now another truckie has perished in remote WA, and Mr Bradanovich is asking why.
Something needs to be done, I believe, with a sense of urgency.
6 days ago, Clayton Miller made the same decision to search for help when his truck became bogged in the Midwest. It's not clear if Mr Miller had access to a beacon, but his death has raised questions about the safety equipment given to truckies driving in remote regions.
Under current laws, people who work in isolated areas must be provided with a means of communication to get help in case of an emergency. But the law doesn't specify what kind of equipment should be used.
That's something the Transport Workers Union wants changed.
We believe that if either an EPIRB or a satellite phone had been provided to those two men, that both of those two men would be with us today.
Mr Bradanovich says companies should be required by law to provide an emergency kit with phone numbers and maps in addition to communication devices. WorkSafe says the law doesn't need to change, but attitudes do.
It's just a matter of the industry coming around to the fact that this stuff is available, but it will save lives.
A new work health and safety bill currently before State Parliament doesn't provide the level of detail Mr Bradanovich wants, but he's hoping that will change. Lucy Martin, ABC News.